This is GerotheHero, and this is my review of High School of the Elite Episode 3. Now, what I was suspecting of this show is starting to happen. We saw that the class got better scores than what people believed they would get. So Zasune is obviously curious on what was done. Cue the flashback. Ken is getting bullied, and it's getting broken up by a girl that I suspect is from the higher-ranking class, convinces them that they shouldn't do this. Find out the only reason or motivation that Ken is in this school is to play basketball, and I'm thinking, why would you go to this special school just to play basketball? You probably could have done this at any school, and he picks one that's a survival school based on grades and probably some other unknown factor. So it'd be like if I said, I want to go play basketball for, let's say, Yale or Harvard or MIT, but my grades are really bad, so that ain't happening. So, Kiyotaka, behind the scenes, is trying to get previous tests from an older student because he suspects the tests and the quizzes have not changed, but it's at a price of points. They pass out the previous tests and make it out like Kyoko was the one that did this, and of course everyone takes it and goes studies, and this is why the scores are ridiculously high for this class. But luckily, Ken is going to still be expelled because of the test averages, and he has just missed it by like 1 point. So they plead to make an exception, but the teacher doesn't budge, and she says that's the rules, etc. Kiyotaka decides that he needs to talk to the teacher, and he bargains for that 1 point to save Ken, because he believes there's a penalty for students getting expelled, and they might need Ken later, so the price is 10k points. But Susanna helps by giving some of her points. Kiyotaka doesn't want to take credit for his accomplishment, which is weird. I kind of wonder if there's like a student that is a plant. Maybe it's even Kiyotaka, that he's there for a reason, maybe to bring the lower kids up, maybe. The weirdest part of this episode is that Kyoko asks if Kiyotaka likes Susanna, but he says no, that she's just his neighbor. Kikyo seems satisfied by this, but then she forgets her phone and Kiyotaka follows her to give it back. At this point, I kind of thought maybe she's the plant, but we find out that she's like a yandere, because she starts ranting about how she hates Susanna. Now, Kiyotaka gets found out that he overheard her, and she threatens him that if he says anything about this, that she will accuse him of rape. And she's very convincing. He agrees to be quiet, but of course, after this scene, I was just like, wow. So now every time I see like someone that's overly nice, I'm going to be like, I wonder if they're like the opposite of the personality in reality, and that's just their portrayal to everybody else. But not really, but it's just a kind of a funny thought to think. But it's getting very interesting. I kind of wonder what is going to go on in the further episodes, and if we're ever going to find out what the system is about, the reality of it. Looking forward to seeing what happens next. So, like always, comment below, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you next time.